Hi traders. If you are new here, welcome. And if you're an existing subscriber, welcome back to my channel. I am Sophie and this is your weekly market recap for June 1st, 2025. So in this video, we're going to break down what moved the market this week, what to look out for next week, and some simple trading setups that we can keep our eyes on. But first, disclaimer, this video is for informational purposes only, and it is not intended as investing advice, okay? So this week, the market fell with SPY ending the week down about 0.78%. Despite the weekly dip, the broader market concluded May with significant gains, making the S&P 500 the best month since November 2023. And this was driven by easing trade tensions and investor optimism. Some of the key drivers this week is the anticipation of the US jobs report. It is supposed to report 127,000 new jobs, and the unemployment rate is holding steady at 4.2%. These figures are critical as they influence expectations regarding the potential Fed Reserve interest rate adjustments. The market also reacted to a series of corporate earnings. Notably, Gap fell over 20% due to concerns over tariff-related costs, while Ulta Beauty and Costco saw gains of 11.8% and 3.1%, respectively, because they had strong earnings. Additionally, Red Robin stock surged 62% due to unexpected profitability. Also, the investor sentiment was influenced by President Trump's decision to delay new tariff threats against the European Union. This move alleviated fears of escalating trade conflicts, contributing to the market rebound earlier in the week. As far as the sectors, the industrial sector outperformed, driven by robust fundamentals and strategic shifts in manufacturing, while the energy sector lagged, facing mixed performance due to crude oil prices. Now give me one moment to share my screen, and I'm also operating on multiple screens, so I'm not going to be looking directly at you guys. So just give me one moment. Get this shared. Boom. Okay, so like I mentioned, some of our notable movers this week was Gap, as it declined 20%. And then we mentioned Ulta and Costco. So also AMD showed unusual options flow at the 120 call price expiring June 6th. A couple potential trades or stocks that we're going to look out for is Maple Bear, and this ticker symbol is CART, C-A-R-T. This is setting up for a potential cup and handle. If you look right here, it is currently forming the base of the cup and handle pattern. So we want to keep our eye on this stock this week to see if it continues to form that cup and handle. And then we're going to look for a potential breakout at 47.47. Okay, right around there. And next, we're going to look at Palo Alto. So if you look right here, it has like a classic textbook cup and handle pattern. So for this one, the breakout point on Palo Alto is that $95 point. So you want to wait for that confirmation for it to get to 195. I'm sorry if I just said 95. So you want it to get to that 195 mark. And that's going to be that confirmation of that breakout. As far as options, Apple experienced very heavy call flow. So Apple may be getting ready to set up like for a rebound because it has had a 8-week losing streak. Apple been getting beat up this year. And as far as trades this week, I'm still holding the same trades I've been holding. Let me see. I'm trying to get this set up. So right now, I'm currently holding, I have Palantir, a 120 call with the expiration date of August 15th. That trade is currently up 30%. I have a SPY 500 call, 500 strike price call with the expiration date of January 16th, 2026. And that is up 120%. I did get this. I got this back when SPY was trading around like 490. So that one is doing really well. Next I have Nvidia. I got a $111 call strike price with the expiration date of January 16th, 2026. And that trade is currently up 62%. Next, I'm holding Meta, a 580 call with the expiration date of June 20th. And that is currently up 35%. I'll probably go ahead and get rid of this one this week only because it's a monthly option and it expires this month. And again, we don't want to get caught in monthly options the same month that it expires. So tomorrow I'll probably close out of that meta trade. So next week we want to look out for earnings for companies like Lululemon, Dollar Tree, and Broadcom. And as far as SPY, the key points that we want to look out for is this resistance line. So it still has this resistance around this 195. You see it right here. And you can see how it kind of reaches that 192, 193 mark, and then it comes back down. So remember in the training how I told you when you have your support and resistance lines, typically you want to exit that trade just before it reaches that resistance. You don't want to stay in there until it hits resistance. So that's what's going on here. That's why people are getting out at that 192, 193 mark. Next, we have our support line around this 585 mark. And remember, we've been watching this support line for a couple weeks now. So being that it has touched this, look how many times it hit this 585. Every time it touches this line, it makes the support line even stronger. And a disclaimer again. This is for educational purposes only. This is not investing advice. So before making any trades, make sure you do your own research, okay? So this week could be a great week for bullish plays on Apple, due to the large call volume that we're seeing with the options. Also, Cart or Maple Bear, That one is setting up for that cup and handle pattern. And also we have Palo Alto, which has that textbook cup and handle pattern. So those could be potential bullish plays, but remember, we're going to do our own research, okay? Before we make any decisions. Now, as far as SPY, we want to, so if you can see right here, it closed at the 589, 589, 589.39. So this is right in between our support and resistance lines. It's kind of like right in the middle, right? So before we make any moves on SPY, we want to see if SPY is going to come down to support and bounce back off support like it just did, or if it's going to go up to that resistance line, and is it going to break through resistance, or is it going to hit resistance and come back down? You want to wait for confirmation either way. You want it to hit support and bounce up. That's going to be our confirmation that it's still using that support line, and we will enter that trade in a call. If it reaches resistance and it comes back down, our entry point is going to be once it comes back down, and we're going to ride it till it gets close to that support line. Again, you want to do your own research before you make any of these decisions, before you make any trades, okay? So that's all I have for you this week. Let me know what setups you're going to be watching or what you're trading in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you never miss an update. And make sure you join our Discord chat for weekly coaching sessions, and the link is in the description box below. So I'll catch you next time. Stay focused and trade smart.